Hey everybody, back. It's beautiful day. I can walk down here. It's probably about a quarter mile away. And the way I gotta walk, there's one path. They blocked it off now because it was too rocky. So it takes a good half an hour to get down here. It's hot. I'm sweating bullets. It is like perfect here today. This is like one of the few times when this is probably flatter than the Caribbean side right now. So it's beautiful out here, you know. But like I said, this time of year in the Bahamas, the water's awesome. Of course, because it is warm, that's why it's hurricane season. But it's like you can just go right in there, and that's it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk to the end and then back. Like I said, I've already walked about a half an hour, so and this is not easy sand. This is thick sand. So anyhow, for those, I don't want to talk about the markets too much. I think we have some interesting things going on. I think the thing that really everyone's ignoring, of course, is what's going on in Hong Kong. I think that's a huge deal, and that could lead to, a spillover in the economy. China's economy is already weakening. Everyone's focused on the tariffs, but China's like basically a big bubble. The whole economy is built on sand, and Hong Kong, if there is some kind of thing that could be a trigger even more so, for some bad economic things, because it would hurt investment and all of that sort of thing. So that's something to really watch. And I never really thought it was going to work out. The whole one country, two systems that they have in Hong Kong, where basically Hong Kong is kind of free and democratic and has kind of Western style. Hong Kong was part of the UK, Western style democracy and property rights. And of course, China's this command-based communist economy. So we'll see what happens with that. And of course, Kyle Bass's predictions is that because of all this turmoil, the Hong Kong will have to devalue, and they'll lose the peg against the US dollar. So I think all of this just means that ultimately gold is going to go higher, and there's going to be more interest rate cuts, right? So anyhow, so I think that's really what's going to happen. For some of the people, I've just sent out I sent an interview I did with Vendetta. It's kind of the same group that that's associated with Aftermath. So they're doing a 9-cent financing with a full warrant, 12 cents, good for 3 years. So if anyone's interested in that, feel free to write me. Like Aftermath, this is a real property with a resource. It's zinc lead. Zinc and lead kind of have their own dynamics. Obviously, a slowdown in the global economy is going to hit them, but a lot of them zinc lead mines were shut down, many of them for environmental reasons. So at some point there's going to be a shortage. So it's probably one of the base metals I'm not really scared of owning. And then I have two other deals. One is Northern Fox, which is a really interesting company. I've had to wait a while on this one because they kind of made it also like a crypto deal on top of being a copper mine. Essentially what they're doing is they created a coin that's going to be an asset-backed coin by Northern Fox's copper deposit. And then in turn, the coin owns an interest in Northern Fox, and Northern Fox owns interest in the coin. So you're essentially using the asset that Northern Fox has in kind of an asset-backed crypto coin. And then they also have interest in a real estate and oil and gas coin. So if you're interested in crypto, Northern Fox is an interesting way to play it, because by owning Northern Fox, it's kind of like a holding company for these coins. And then finally, so I lost my train of thought a little bit because it's so damn hot out here. But finally, I'm going to stop soon because it is so hot. I just want to walk. Actually, you can do a couple wind sprints too. So finally you have that, and then the last deal is a really interesting intelligence cloud services. This is a marijuana deal using this technology called RotoGrow, and RotoGrow is an Australian company, and I went and visited the RotoGrow office in Bolton, Ontario, and it's kind of like these cylinders around an LED light that slowly grow the marijuana, and it's supposedly one of those cylinders can essentially grow 5-6 times the amount that a regular kind of greenhouse grow up, stuff can. So it keeps costs down. You can grow more, and it's also, I think, the biggest future. ITLL is just going to be marijuana. They're taking over a warehouse in Oakville where they're going to use this RotoGrow technology. But they're doing a 10-cent financing, and the financing's only at a $4 million valuation. So I think it will be pretty easy for this thing to open at 50 cents, even $1, because if you go look into that weed sector, all the companies that essentially have nothing, they trade at 50, 100, $200 million valuations. ITLL is really, really, I think, an interesting deal in that sector. And so I guess you have that, and like I said, RotoGrow, and I think that's going to be interesting. And both of these, by the way, should be trading on OTC, which means actually the stocks should be free trading when they begin to trade. So anyhow, those are the kind of the stock deals. And it's always funner to do it on one of those videos out here on the ocean than do a podcast. And I'll link this in the site, and then I'll have the forms for all of those deals underneath here. Sorry, I dropped my glasses. And then we'll, if you're interested, write me. So I think that just going to leave it on that. Oh, and in terms of the marijuana stuff, as long as the market doesn't completely tank this fall, I think we're seasonally getting into the marijuana. It's not a good time for them. And really, a couple of the stocks like Aphria and Aurora have had good earnings, and they've actually reacted positively on those earnings. So I don't know if it was just a one-day short covering bounce, but seasonally, again, this mid to late August period is when these stocks tend to start to rally. And it seems to me we're in the second stage of the marijuana thing, where it's not just about, before it was just about size. CGC's got some huge 2 million square foot 2 million square foot growing operation, right? Now it's about profitability, and we're seeing that. These companies that can create revenue and make money are actually acting positively. So, and actually, there's one I got coming out called Anahit. I'm really excited about Anahit because they're in Jamaica, Colombia, and Greece, and also St. Vincent. And hopefully they'll be here because we might do. We're putting in an application here to do something on the island here. But anyhow, Anahit, with their low cost, again, will create revenue and have really good margins. And they're doing a lot of stuff in CBDs and oils and this sort of thing. So anyhow, I'm going to leave it at that because I'm getting hot. I want to walk back, have a sparkling water, and then go swim in the ocean a bit. So anyhow, I'll leave you there, and everybody take care. Beautiful day here.